Welcome to Amsterdam. It has been a very long day. I caught an 8:30 a.m. flight from Heathrow to Amsterdam, which means with how backed up Heathrow's been lately, I left my house at like 3:30. So, been a very long day. I'm exhausted. It's already like 9:30, but the sun's about to go down in half an hour and I've not seen Amsterdam at all. So basically premise, I'm here for work. Our office is in the airport. So I just arrived, suddenly worked all day, went out for dinner, and finally made it to my hotel, and I'm gonna do a little stroll around Amsterdam. I guess I didn't really do an intro, but welcome to a business trip kind of few days of my life. So I'm in Amsterdam for the next 4 days on work, and I will take you along with what I get up to and just how I guess my routine goes on a business trip. I'm a very routine oriented person, so I'm gonna try and maintain it. But that being said, I'm staying in a hotel. Won't look the same. But for now, first tonight, just on my own, solo, gonna do a little stroll through Amsterdam. Pretty, but before I got here, everyone was saying that it's like tourist season, so watch out. And oh my god, I feel like everyone here has an American accent, and I can't judge because like I'm one of them, but I'm not a tourist here, and I don't feel like I act like a tourist. Like I try to, I don't know, act as local as I can in my travels, but it's just interesting the customs that you notice of people that are 100% here to travel. Back at my hotel now. Oh my god, I'm so glad I went for a walk. I like wasn't feeling 100%, had to wake up super early, so I was debating just like staying in bed, but then I would have woken up tomorrow and like had my first night in Amsterdam over without not exploring it. And I just took like maybe an hour walk, and it was so worth it. It was so just like great to experience it a little bit. Getting that fresh air too, being out, felt a lot better. It's now just past 10, sun just kind of went down, and I am going to get ready for bed. I walked down the red light district, which is definitely an interesting thing to see, and it made me think a lot and made me very sad. I won't get into detail because, you know, this is on the internet and you can always offend people by saying this stuff, but it's wild to me that, you know, prostitution's legal in the Netherlands, and also that there's people willing to pay for it. That's almost what blows my mind more sometimes. Yeah, it's wild. Anyways, the rest of Amsterdam, absolutely beautiful. I feel like every street I walk down, the food smells so good. And I've been told that the food scene in Amsterdam is quite good. Even like the Asian food scene, like not necessarily like Dutch cuisine, but amazing Italian restaurants and Thai restaurants. So I'm very, very excited to have a good meal tomorrow. Don't have plans after work as of yet, so I'm thinking it might just be a night on my own exploring, which to be honest I kind of hope it turns out to be that way, but I know you guys will find out, so keep you posted. Good morning. I last talked to you on Wednesday. It's currently Friday, so yesterday was like probably one of the craziest days at work I've had. I was like running all over the place, popping in and out of in-person meetings, and it's hard to find that balance. I found where like on Zoom for years, if you had like requests coming through and people emailing you back and forth, you could kind of stay on top of that like while you're dialed into this meeting. Whereas now, like running into in-person meetings, a lot of times I don't bring my laptop, I just have my notepad. So then I like come back to my desk and have all these emails, and it's just, yeah, a lot to keep up with. But right after work, I felt like I needed a drink. So there was a group of my colleagues that were all going for a drink, and one of them was nice enough to invite me afterwards to go to a park and a barbecue with his friends. And play spike ball, which is cool that they have that here, because I know it's been big in Canada for a while, but I don't think I've ever seen it in the UK. But yeah, it was so fun. It was so nice meeting locals. Like, I love like actually seeing what life is like in places that I travel. So it turned out to be a really, really great night. Although I am exhausted. I had a meeting at like 8:30, so I just took it from the hotel, and now I'm heading into the office. It's funny, like it was my first kind of like actual business trip, and I thought that, you know, I work all day and then I don't know anyone in the city, so might go out for one team dinner and then I'll come back to the hotel, get room service, or go out for dinner by myself. And I haven't had that yet because everyone in my office is just so nice that like they always invited me to things. But I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I feel like there's gonna be something on tonight and I kind of have to say no just to get like a night to recharge, which it's Friday night, so sounds like the perfect night to me to just like go out, get my favorite food, which is like Thai food, and I've seen so many of them around here, and just sit by myself, read a book, you know, catch up on these vlogs, and have a chill night, which I tell myself every night and then it never happens. But tonight I really, really feel like I need it. So anyways, just got into the office. The hotel I'm staying at is right across from the central Amsterdam train station, and my office is by the like Schiphol airport. So it's about a 20-minute train, which isn't too bad. And there's a Starbucks in the airport that has like ham and cheese, croissant, pretzels. They are so good. So definitely getting that for breakfast. And I'll take you along as much as I can today, like always, but I'll try to be better. Back in the hotel now. I am just gonna, I charged my phone because it's dying, gonna get changed into something a little more comfortable and then walk around and go out for dinner. It is like, what is it, 8:30 now, which I worked probably until like 5:30, and then we have a bar in our office and a lot of people were just standing around drinking, so I felt like I was being, you know, feeling left out working still. So kind of the European way, they take their work-life balance very seriously, and it hits, you know, even 4 p.m. on a Friday and they were all started drinking. So I joined them for a couple beers, which also is funny because like I obviously want to go out for dinner, but the restaurant I really originally wanted to go to is only open until 8:30, and then all the other ones I was looking at close at like 9. Which, I don't know, you're in a major city and also European, I would have thought that people eat a lot later. But then I was talking to people in the office and they're like, no, like usually we go for dinner at like 6. So they already felt like they missed their dinner, so they were just gonna keep drinking and go out. But I need food. I'm such a like food guru. So there was a random place I wanted to go to that closes at 9. So gotta hurry up, get changed, and then go there. And then probably just walk around the city a bit and call it an early night. This mirror's like tinted, so it's way lighter in here than it looks. But I was just gonna show you, one of the best parts of traveling solo is you have absolutely no one to impress. So you can wear whatever you want. I just had a random combination of like gym clothes that I've not worn because I've not gone to the gym yet. And like comfy shoes. And I'm not here with anyone. I don't care what I look like. Random place I wanted to go to was closing at 9, but nearby I found a Thai place, so I'm getting Thai food. This is still like it's Friday night dinner, so, and I'm here on a work trip. I don't feel like drinking. I really got a Coke. So instead I'm treating myself by getting 2 appetizers and a main. sun is like just setting. The sky's pink, it's still light out, and it's 10:15 p.m. That's so crazy, so nice, but it also means I could stay out way later, and I am so exhausted. So, last night in Amsterdam, but I am just gonna go back to the hotel. That building was so funny because all the windows were like sideways that you could tell it was intentional. They're part of the building, but you find that so much around here. Like, architecture is so intentional and everything is like very unique, and no two buildings beside each other look the same, and everything's beautiful. It just looks so like purpose built, and I love that. The Dutch definitely have an eye for architecture. Good morning from my final day in Amsterdam. Not the best day to be leaving because it's kind of like rainy today, where it's been so nice all week when I've been at work, so of course that's the case. I checked out of my hotel and just have the bag sitting there because my flight's not until like 8:30, and they gave me stroopwafels, which if you ever go to the Netherlands, these are amazing. They're like little waffle thin cookies filled with stroop in the middle, which is kind of like maple syrup, like just like a sweet sticky thing, and they're so good. This morning I don't really have plans. I'm just walking around. I tried to get into a couple museums, but you need to book them in advance, and it's like there's no tickets left for Anne Frank or Van Gogh, so instead I'll just be exploring. On the list as well is going to get breakfast at a Dutch pancake house, pannenkoeken is what they're called, and they're basically these giant thin pancakes, and you can get them savory. So I always get like a cheese and bacon pancake, and I'll show you what they look like. They're so good, even though they may sound weird compared to like fluffy American pancakes. Yeah, that's my morning. Just wearing like a hoodie because it's a little chilly out, and biker shorts and runners, so nothing special on my solo travel day. As I said, no one to impress. Got caught in the pouring rain. My hair is so crazy now. Originally I planned to like walk around and then go to this one pancake place that doesn't open until noon, but now it's like 11. The rain's kind of in and out, so I'm thinking it's better like stay inside and eat now. And then if it continues raining this afternoon, then I think I'm just gonna do the Rijksmuseum and like canal tour, because they like in boats with like kind of clear glass roofs over them. So still like staying inside, not in the pouring rain, which puts a damper in my plan to just wander, but you know, can't control the weather. And I think the other activities I've thought of will still be fun. So have my breakfast and then weather dependent after that. My hair is crazy from the rain, but ignore this. I ended up waiting until noon to go to that original pannenkoeken place that I wanted to go to, and it was so worth it. I kid you not, the best pancake I've ever had. I was googling beforehand like the best pannenkoek in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and this place was recommended. Only has 4 tables. It's up like a super steep staircase, and cash only, so it's like kind of a random hole in the wall. You wouldn't ever stumble across it, but there's already a queue, and luckily I got the 4th table as I just show up at 12. And then people kept walking in asking for a table, but they said they're fully booked for the rest of the day, because they do take reservations, but I didn't think that far in advance. And honestly, I had a brie, bacon and honey pannenkoek, and it was so good. So highly recommend going to the upstairs pancake house when you're in Amsterdam. Rijksmuseum, which was amazing, but there wasn't as much like Impressionist era. Like I love obviously like Van Gogh and Claude Monet, but there was one Monet painting there and no Van Gogh, which makes sense because the Van Gogh museum's next door and they was fully sold out, so Rijks is my only option. But there's a lot of like Renaissance and you know, 1600 portraits and stuff like that. But still incredible, and the building was incredible. And Remembrance Night Watch painting is in the Rijksmuseum. The Rijksmuseum was actually built for the painting, which is pretty cool. They just underwent a big like restoration of the painting, and they went through that like process. There's a bit of an exhibit on the restoration, which was very cool. I highly recommend going just to see like that portion, to see like what they do to keep a painting from falling apart that's 400 years old. I just found that fascinating. And then I did a canal tour because I came out of the museum, you know, feeling a bit tired and just wanted to kind of rest my feet. And saw like a canal tour, so just hopped on one as I was leaving, and the guy who ran it was incredible. It was like a full tour where he talked the whole way through and explained a lot about the urban planning and the architecture of Amsterdam, so I thought that was like really incredible. About an hour and a half, and now I only have about an hour left before I actually leave for the airport. So I'm just gonna go and get some frits, like fries, with different sauces, because I can't leave Amsterdam without getting fries. And then do a little more exploring back to the airport, sadly.